All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to PreMarket Prep. I hope everyone is having an amazing morning. Hopefully, you guys had an incredible day yesterday. Good morning, Norm. How you doing today?
Good morning, brother. How are you?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm trying to fix my camera here. I'm a little too zoomed in.
Got you,
There
got
we
you.
go.
All right, excellent. All right, guys, let's get to it. Let's look at what we had on deck yesterday, and then we'll dive into all the fun stuff that is happening today already this morning. Let's look at Tesla. You're going to see this across the board where we had this initial run up and then the sell off at about 12, 11:30 or so. Everything just starts coming back down with the market selling off, right? So you're going to see a lot of this. Tesla was one of them where, again, started out very strong and then just kind of slowly gave everything back. American Airlines, not as much. It was pretty much sideways besides this morning action. Didn't really give you a whole lot. Oxy as well didn't. Oh, let me get my thing to act normal here. Just a second. Epic Pen is acting up. There we go. Here it is, Oxy. Same thing, popped up and then got toppy here around 11 something, 11:30. Market takes over, starts selling things down as you're seeing here. Here we go with Netflix, also popped up and it sold off. So if you're trading later parts of the day, you had a really good sell down here into the market afternoon hours. Neo also very strong. Got a little bit of a engulfing pattern here. I thought this was actually going to sell off a lot more. Neo has been so weak and just continues to sell off. Same thing popped up, and it just look at the nice sell off into the later parts of the day. Apple as well was very strong, and you can see here it just wanted to keep going. A lot of strength here, and then just gives in into the market sell off as well. Let's look at Nvidia, guys. Look how beautiful this market open was. I mean, this thing is just trading amazing more often than not. So beautiful breakout here. Gave you tons of opportunity. Open range breakup on the 5 minute bull flag. I mean, you name it, ABCD pattern. You have it all in here. If you dive into even a 1 minute time frame, you can see all the possible plays. Your break from the high of the day, continuation. I mean, just perfect. Gets toppy like everything else. Again, here comes the market taking over and dropping everything back down. So that was the day yesterday. Today on our gappers list, we got quite a few things in the red this morning. Snap leading the way 30, down 38, 30%, almost 28% this morning with earnings last night. So we'll look at that. Couple of things in the green. The only one I know here is mRNA. So we'll see what's happening there. And then more stuff in the red like Twitter, pins, and Meta, Nvidia, and also all stuff kind of stuff down there. So we'll dive into that. But before we do that, guys, let's head over to our market pulse and see what's going on. What's the latest and greatest on the overall market?
Yeah, brother. So we got a Fed speaker at 9:10. I think this is the last one that'll be talking until we get into the quiet period before the FOMC meeting. That's at 9:10, and then at noon, index of common inflation expectations. Don't expect a whole lot out of either of those, to be completely frank. The big news is bond yields spiking yet higher this morning, and the Fed fund futures rate showing that they believe the terminal rate, or the peak of which the Fed will raise, will be above 5% for the first time in trading. So this morning. So yeah, that's not helping things. Down 0.75% on the SPY, 1 1/3 essentially on the Qs. That's I don't have any world leaders to take out this morning to get removed from power. So we'll
Any
move on
message you
from
want to
that.
send out there, Norm, to create some ruckus?
I did get a note from one of our longtime members and traders that I discuss news with, and he shot me a picture. I guess they projected the lettuce onto the House of Commons overnight. Let's see if I can. If somebody has a picture of that,
Yeah. Oh man, that is great. Let me move
I'll see if I can
this
find it and put
over
it up.
here. Yeah, see if you could throw that on there, I'll bring it up. All right, guys, let's dive in. A whole lot going on this morning. Let's look at what's gapping up today, and then we'll dive into what's gapping down. There's more action there for sure. This morning we have Peggy on deck, and they are up 12%. Looks like they just got going not so long ago, maybe right when we started going live here. So we probably don't have enough information on this. This is Pineapple Energy.
There you go, buddy.
There it is. No, no, don't do that. Let's go over here. Here it is. Here it is, guys. Just can't beat this, man. What a time.
Yeah, what a time to be
um,
alive.
Absolutely, a whole lot of fun. All right, guys. So yeah, so pineapple. We saw this. Yeah, actually, now that I'm looking at the charts, we've seen this before. It's been very active since the beginning of October. I have not traded it. I haven't really paid close attention to it. They got some volume coming in now, so I'm not sure of any news just starting to break out on this. The float on this guy is 4.6, so you got to be extra careful if you're going to be trading this one. But it does look very active. Let me link my trade idea so we can make this much smoother transition. It does look very active this morning. It might be worth putting on our low low flow pile right now. So we'll put it on here. We'll come back to it. Just start to get going. Let's see how that's going to develop. BHVN this morning. They no buyout. I'm not sure what's going on, but it's actually not a buyout because this has been here for a while. Why is it on our list? Oh, it's gapping up 4.5, 110,000. Yeah, but this looks brutal, guys. So yeah, I won't be touching that. mRNA. Let's see what's happening here. So mRNA is up 3.3 this morning. They are getting a little bounce off the last couple of days where they've just been seeing nothing but red. And the bounce is happening off an area where they have support in the past. So that is interesting there. Norm, news on mRNA that might be even worth watching today?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see anything fresh as of this morning, but they did come out yesterday, the CDC, putting the COVID shot on their list of recommended vaccines for essentially children for school, like they do most of the other shots. So,
yeah. All right. Well,
oh, there you go. Thank you, Momo Trader. SVB upgraded them.
okay.
The no-name analyst.
Yeah, I don't know about those guys. Again, I like the bounce here. Maybe a possible. I'm sure today we're gonna find a lot of stuff to look at. All right, elephant in the room this morning. Snap, guys, down 28%, 11 million shares traded. The action started last night after they reported earnings, popped up to 1221, and then just look at the massive sell-off here. Obviously, things not looking well for them. And no, one of the things they say is that they're not releasing any earning numbers for Q4 because they just don't know what to expect. I didn't know companies were allowed
Guidance,
to
you
do
mean?
that. Guidance, yeah. I did not know they were
Yeah, you
allowed
don't
to
have
do
to.
that.
You don't have to release guidance. You'll find it happens in bad times.
Yeah,
Companies
yeah.
start withdrawing guidance. They did it a lot during COVID. They just said, "Hey, you're not required to give guidance. You're
Mm-hmm.
required to report the earnings that you made." But a lot of companies say, "Hey, this is what things look like, for the quarter going ahead." I mean, obviously, we're almost a third of the way through the current quarter, so they
Right.
might have a feel um, for what things are going to look like. And I mean, they did say that it's not good. They just didn't
Yeah,
say they
yeah.
don't know what it's going to be, so they're not giving solid guidance. And you find when there are downturns, companies start withdrawing guidance, not giving guidance because they don't want to say bad things and they don't really know how bad it might be.
Yeah, which again, I'm sure the market interprets that as really bad anyways, but yeah, I makes sense. So Snap guys definitely in play today. Down huge this morning. Trying to set a base here at 762 with some action around 770. Looks like it's where they're trying to hold. Let's see what happens at the market open. You're gonna get crazy volume. This is in play today. Are we dropping further, or is 28 enough for Snap after the earnings last night? So we'll take a look at that one. Definitely play this morning. How did it trade yesterday? I know yesterday it was being brought up. I said, no, let's wait till today because usually before earnings, they don't trail that well. And I'm not going to give them credit for this year because everything did this, right? The whole market did this. So you could trade anything. For the most part, at the beginning, doesn't look like it was doing a whole lot. But this here from 11:30, if you look at any ticker yesterday, everything started dropping there. So, all right, so nothing crazy there. Let's take a look at ACI this morning. They are down. No, it shouldn't be on our list. They're down slightly less than half or up. I don't even know what this is so bad. I even want to read this
Yeah,
ACI.
just
So
run.
just let me go to the next one. I can even read this, how bad it is. Let's look at pins. Pins this morning down 8%, 197,000 shares traded so far. Nice drop for them this morning. Any new news on pins? Did they have earnings or no?
Social media is getting smacked with what happened with what happened with Snap. So
Okay, so everybody's just kind of feeling it. Yeah, yeah. Um, so pins is there. We will pick the best one. I got a lot of on here. We got Meta. We got Twitter. Now Twitter this morning. I haven't read up on what's going on here, but they had the huge drop. Is this part of Snap too or no for Twitter?
say what? Twitter?
Twitter.
No, Twitter's got its own. I mean, it might be getting hit a little bit because of Snap, but it's so removed from that because I mean, there's supposed to be a
Mm-hmm.
deal done before the end of next week. So
Right.
it came out this morning, a Bloomberg report slash rumor that they might be held to some kind of government scrutiny, or Musk and his businesses might be held to some sort of government scrutiny based on national security risk. So that questioned whether this deal will be put in jeopardy.
Okay. Okay. Um, win-win for Musk, right? If he doesn't get it, doesn't get it. If he does, he does. Yeah, I think the guy's like he doesn't care what happens. But here's Twitter, guys. In play today. I mean, it's right back up. It dropped a lot. It's right back up. Recover a lot. Only down 4%. I like the volume this morning, 8.3. Let's see what takes place there. PHG, no good, guys. Not a whole lot of pre-market activity now. Looks foreign or a stock that doesn't trade very
It's
well.
Dutch.
Yeah, so we will find something better. Shopify this morning down 3.5, 116, light on volume. Very light stock, by the way, as far as pre-market action. And market action, the price action, I'm not a fan of. Mara coin is on here, right? So all three of them this morning on deck. Let's see which one looks the best. Mara 132. They have light volume though. The volume is not there. Usually by now, Mara or coin will have at least 500, 600,000 if they're going to be interesting. I'm not seeing that this morning, so I don't see anything over the top to add this to our list. Neo here is 670,000. I'm not sure about Neo today. They've been dropping so much. You start getting to a point where they might find some support. I'm not sure, but maybe Apostle for now. It has been really good to trade towards the downside. You see tons of activity, as we've been mentioning. The sell-off on Neo has been very, very clean for the most part. Nvidia, of course. Nvidia is just, I mean, out of our usual suspects, this has to be one of the best ones, or the best one lately, at least. It's been trading so
Really
clean,
good.
guys. Tons of volume. I mean, just look at it yesterday. Look at the huge pop we have here, and not just the huge pop, how clean it was, right? Very, very clean. Got toppy with everything else, and then the drop here as well. So overall, Nvidia definitely on our list this morning. Norm, anything that we missed here that you like today?
Tesla. I mean, it's been kind of just a constant on here. There was word that
Yeah.
Musk might have to sell a few more shares to help fund the Twitter deal, but that was it.
Yeah. I think we kind of heard that in the past too. So again, Tesla's always been very, very active. We'll keep it on here. 1.4 million already, down 1.8. Looking very active today. All right, let's take it to the room, guys. Let's see what you guys have this morning. Let me bring in my YouTube chat. If you haven't done so already, guys, over on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. We appreciate it very much. We're sitting at an all-time low of 42 likes. We definitely need to pop that up a little more. We will appreciate it very, very much. All right, looking at our chat, Netflix. Yeah, Netflix been active. Yeah, see, Netflix is interesting. Are we going to start closing down this gap? Right, we had the pop, we had a sell off on yesterday, and now we're down 1.6, and we're getting close to that low of this would have been Thursday. No, sorry, Wednesday, where we had the gap up. Right, so can we close this gap? Are we looking to do that? And it looks like we are. We're pretty close. For this thing is all the way down at one, looks like 262 or something. So yeah, I like Netflix today. I do. I might take out pins. Actually, pins doesn't belong here really. It's more of a potential play. Snap and Twitter, I think, are enough to have on social media on our main list. We will add Netflix. Definitely like that one. All right, what else we have? Nope, not Snap. We got THC. What's THC? THC earnings last night. Looks like, yeah.
Yeah,
Tenant
Tenet
Health.
Healthcare. It's not a
Oh,
it's not a great intraday trader, in my opinion. Somebody might like trading it, but
yeah. All right, so yeah, I don't like the way it looks. I'm not a fan of health stocks, man. They're, you can see here. Just look at the daily, guys. We're trading barely 2 million at times, way less than that. And just look at, yeah, it's just not a fan. Even today, I think you're just going back to its regular trading. I don't think you're going to see anything overly exciting. I trade Nvidia is trading Twitter. He's out a little more. Very nice. About VZ today. Verizon. Oh yeah, Verizon. Um, yeah, another telecommunications company.
Yeah, they had
Like
earnings. They
AT&T.
just, I mean, this
Yeah.
is if this is like Peter's AT&T trade yesterday that he was in for hours upon hours upon hours
Yes.
upon
Yes.
hours for
Yeah.
30
Yeah.
cents. If that's your style and you can handle that and you can, if you're a Buddhist monk and can meditate for that
Yes.
long and just watch some, watch nothing happen, um, go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we see them trend. They could trend, but like you said, Norm, it can take forever. So, they look good this morning. If today's, the day, today will be the day where they'll actually move slightly. Hello over on YouTube, Meta. Let's look at Meta today. Meta this morning, 448,000, down 4% right now. Yeah, it could be a decent one. I like Twitter and Snap today. Those gonna be on my list for right now. But we could look at Meta as well. Put it as a possible for now. We are looking over at Netflix. Has low volume. Jose says, yeah, Netflix is not a huge volume hungry ticker, especially at the pre-market, unless there's something in play like we had the last couple of days. 86,000 for Twitter right now is actually really decent. But that's not what we're not just looking at that, right? This is why, some stuff is not going to show in your gappers list and could still be a stock in play. Like this one is not showing on there because it's not below 2%. And we'll get there, and it's not above 100,000. I think it'll get there before the market open. But look what's happening here, guys. We're selling off and we're slamming into the low, the bottom of this gap up, right?
Selfie?
Right.
No.
So that is what I'm looking at. If this can break down from here, this can be a great opportunity, right? So that's what we're looking at there. She doesn't like my Netflix call there. Norm, did Norm disappear? Oh, Norm, you froze. Yeah, Norm is frozen. Um, all right.
What's that? What were you asking?
Well, she doesn't like my Netflix call.
Me?
No,
Oh,
your dog.
my dog,
Yeah,
Sophie doesn't. Come here, girl.
yeah, yeah.
She wants to Netflix and chill. I don't know. I've got my window open, so I think she smelled somebody walking through the front. She was pretty much asleep.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, your camera's frozen. We can't see her, so she.
Yeah, I'll try to fix it. I don't know. I don't know why it's doing that.
Hard. No, we did. I no, I logged in at 8:30. Usually, Fridays we try to log in earlier to do a funny story or something, but I didn't log in early today. So no funny story of trading this morning. AXP, American Express, they are down 5%. Again, another one that doesn't trade a whole lot. I'm assuming earnings because it's the only time we see AXP here. Um, I don't know, guys. I really like my list right now for a Friday. I like what I have on here. We have Snap, look at Snap dropping some more here, guys. So they're down 30% now. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, this is gonna be exciting. Twitter, Nvidia, I have Tesla and Netflix. I really like this list so far. So AXP, I don't know about putting that one on my list. Maybe a possible if you guys like that, but I'm not a big fan of AXP either way. All right, Meta, we're good. We looked at Meta. Twitter is on here. Um, as Snap continues to dive here, guys, over to 750. Um, all right, we have a clown here. Let's see you. I see you. We got a clown in the chat room, YouTube chat. All right. What else, guys? I think we're pretty set. We are pretty set. Okay. Snap.
Oh, can I go? It's time. I'm gonna go back to bed.
You're gonna go back to bed.
Well, I finished trading over an hour ago.
What did you trade?
Oh, you didn't see that? I put it in the thread
No,
here.
no, I
Hang on.
didn't. It's on the chat.
It's way up there.
Oh, that's
I'll
probably
put
why I
it
didn't
back up.
see it when I logged on. I missed
No,
it.
it was. I was joking with the. Hang on. Here you go. There you go.
Oh, here we go. Oh, wow. Man, look at that. Look at that Twitter action there. So enter here. partial, and then all out towards the 50-50 from a start of 48.25. Norm, I would have went back to bed before the pre-market show even started.
Almost. But I
Nice,
love you
man.
guys too much. I
Nice,
wasn't going to leave you
nice,
hanging on a Friday.
nice. Excellent trade, my friend. Um, all right, guys, a lot going on here. Let's take it over to the community event, and we will come back and fine tune this list.
All right, guys. Every Monday night, 8 p.m., onboarding and tech with Carlos. That's not just for members. Every member level can do that, but also if you're not a member, you can sign up in the email capture on the front page of the homepage of our website. You'll get an email just a couple hours before that with a direct link to it. You can sign in. All right. Tuesday strategy next week. Andrew talking about moving averages, 8 p.m. Eastern. He's going to talk about which ones he uses, why he uses them, how he uses them. So he'll dig in deep to that on Tuesday. Wednesday, Mike will be doing his part of his Trading Psych 101, how your personal values affect your trading performance. And then that was this week. That should be posted. It is already, actually. I've seen it. And then next week, Wednesday, 8 p.m., Scared Money. Randy Howe's going to be talking about not chasing losers, which is an excellent topic to be discussing. All right. Mentorship on Thursdays, 11 a.m. with John and 8 p.m. with Thor. Don't forget about Trading Terminal, our one-stop shop for all the information you can find related to trading. We are working hard to improve it and develop it and get further and further along with it. So thank you for being patient, but the vast majority of it is in good shape. And don't forget about the simulator, where you can go stocktradingsimulator.com, our free web-based replay simulator where you can hone your trading skills 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you're watching on YouTube and you have not tried out the room, you can do so by going to bearbulltraders.com. Use the promo code PreMarket24. When you sign up for the intro membership, it will give you a discount on the no obligation 1 week trial. That is it'll bill you one time, not a recurring payment. And also, if you'd like to get access to all the webinars and the recordings of the past ones, use the promo code READ50 to get half off the Elite Annual membership and a free one-on-one coaching session with Dr. Kenneth Reed himself.
All right, thank you very much, Norm. I appreciate that. All right, guys, let's get into our list this morning. Question: why does your trade ideas does not look the same as mine? I can send you the link to mine. It's pretty much the one we have on our website that we share with the members, and you can upload it. It should look exactly the same. Unless try to refresh it. Sometimes it needs a refresher if it's not showing stuff that's accurate. So I'm not sure what's different on it, but we can send you a link that matches.
So yeah, no, he doesn't need a link. That needs to be refreshed. I'm looking like HCC on there showed 600 and some odd thousand shares traded.
Oh yeah.
There's literally not been a single share traded this morning.
Oh, this is his picture here. Yeah. You got to read. That happened to me yesterday, actually. If you guys remember yesterday, the list was huge on both sides. And then we had to refresh it. Just close and open it again. It should do the magic. All right, guys. List this morning. We have Snap on deck. Again, just going insane here, dropping some more. We have Twitter looking really nice this morning. I'm not sure how it's going to be at the market open, right? We'll have to see. Great stuff already here this morning on it.
I took that trade this morning, and I don't think I would trade Twitter again. I'm not 100% sure. You're now sitting with, so that came out as a rumor that was the case. I'd seen it was coming up all morning. It pulled back. I waited till I started to see it bounce. I took a chance on it. It wasn't a super high probability trade, but I thought I'd give it a shot, and it worked out perfectly. Just so happens that the White House came out and said they weren't aware of any looking into Musk. That's what popped it. My target was around 50. It popped above that. I got all out. But the problem is now if news drops, it's going to do whichever direction you're in the trade. If you're long and news drops to the contrary of what the White House already said today, it's a binary event. You're not going to be able to act fast enough because the algos are going to pick up on a news feed and see it way before you are and tank the stock. And you can see it went all the way down to like 44, below 44 this morning.
Yeah.
So be super careful there, guys.
Yeah, I think I think the play on this is going to be tough today.
You know,
Um,
same thing right there with the candle that I got out on. I thought maybe it was the news was a little overblown, and that's why I
mhm.
took it. Think about if you went short. If you were short and that news came out and it was 52-ish before you could ever, or no, excuse me, it was 51 and change, 51.50 from 48.50, $2. So 4% move in a split second before the news would even be understandable by a human being. So just be
Yeah,
careful.
yeah, absolutely. Um, the other thing you could do, guys, on trade ideas is just make sure that you right click, and here's a time frame. You can always go back and look at older stuff, and make sure you always have live always. Make sure you have this, right? So you're not showing any historical data. Um, but either way, I'll send you the link. Send me an email, Carlos at Bear Boot Traders, and just put trade ideas link, and I'll send you my link so you can have the gappers the way I have it here. But the best link is the one on the website because that's going to include the turbo breakdown, the turbo breakup, which I love those scanners. And it's going to include all the other scanners that we share with you there. So definitely take a look at that. Um, all right, so Twitter's good. Nvidia, nice base building up right here. 119. Tesla and Netflix. A couple other possibles here are IMRNA, Neo, Pins, and Meta. Social media heavy here towards the bottom, and then low flow of the day. Peggy up 9.5 now. Got some good volume coming in here. Again, I don't remember how this thing traded. I just remember I didn't trade it, so I'm assuming it wasn't great when we were looking at it before because we have seen this ticker in the past here. All right, let's get to some levels, guys. Let's start with Snap here this morning. And low of the pre-market being set at 747. So we'll mark that down. Our high of the pre-market, I mean, all the way at 9. What is this? 995. So we had this. Is it this candle here? Yeah, 995. We popped up. And then that must be transactions being just recorded. But for the most part, you have some pre-market levels here that are worth noting. It's going to be this one here, 783. You have also $8, and then you have all the way up here, which is 815. So you have these levels here in the pre-market. You've seen a little bit of action happening there as well. Towards the bottom, I'm going to go to a weekly because I don't remember when's the last time we came down here. We are not in lower than March 2020 already, right? So we're lower than that. Right now. So below that, we're looking at 2019, end of 2018 here. So on the weekly, I'm going to just pick off 670 and just going to pick off one more here over at a 613. So this was going to be interesting, guys, at the market open. I don't know how clean it's going to be. I think a lot of damage has been done on this thing technically wise. We're down 30%. Looking forward to see how it's going to be, but I will wait a little bit on this one. I'm not going to jump the gun right away. Kind of let it settle down and see if it's going to pick a trend. It's going to make a good trend for us or not. Here is Twitter. Twitter this morning. You know what? I don't think Twitter is going to be. Again, I keep saying it, and I agree with Norm 100%. I think that you got to be very careful if news breaks out on this. It's just too volatile that it can be with news. Low of the pre-market 43.96. On the daily, we have some levels here at 49.66, and we have something over at 48.13. So plenty of levels there on the daily. Highs and lows of the last two trading days towards the top here. Even in the pre-market itself, you can also mark down 53.30, 50.33, right? That's a good level there as well that we were bouncing out of. So plenty of stuff on Twitter. I might replace that with something else. Here's Nvidia, guys. So bouncing off this 119.04. So we'll slam it level there. The high of the pre-market on Nvidia is going to be over at 120.90. So another level there as well. Look at this move. Is a SPY moving or what's happening? This thing went from 119, 120.66. Looks like it wants to break the high of the pre-market. Um, market pop. That's what that can explain that. Unless any news. 124.86 will slam a level there in case we get going above. These highs and lows are listed right over here. So we'll see what happens there. Again, like NVIDIA, guys, it has been trading very, very well. Here is Tesla this morning, also getting a pop with the overall market. Looks like we are up here. I love the pre-market 203. That has been an area of support for Tesla in the past. We had this nice little pop over here. We came back down to it yesterday, and we're testing it again this morning. So Tesla definitely going to be in play. Has been very volatile, as you guys know. Got to be careful, guys. Please mind your share sizing on this one, because you got to give your stop room, right? You gotta trade this with a wide enough stops. You don't get stop out off for wicks and anything like that. All right, that's all set. 211.62. High of the pre-market is 215, but 211.62 is right on here. Got a couple of days bouncing off of that, opening and closing near that. So I'm going to mark that there just in case that's going to be anything for this ticker. If we can get into the green, which looks like it wants to do here. Netflix this morning getting a bounce off the low of the pre-market over at, let's remove some of these levels, clean this up a little bit. 263.30, so bouncing off the lows here. Previous day close pretty much close to the high of the pre-market, right on there. So I'm not going to mark that down. That's your high of your pre-market there. And then above that, highs and lows of the last 2 trading days. So let's see what Netflix does here, guys. I mean, we gapped up. We are on this little island over here. Looked rather weak until just now, right? Coming down towards the lows here, and hopefully looking to gap fill. But right now, getting some love here as it's popping up a little bit. So that is what we have so far. Snap, Twitter, Nvidia, Tesla. Look at Nvidia. What's the SPY doing? What news came out? Who released what? Let's check the SPY here. Do we have anybody speaking now? Is that what's going on? But the SPY, I see the SPY is ripping. What's happening to the market? Checking any news. At 9. Is there somebody talking at 9? Okay. All right. So getting a little rip right now at the moment on many of our
That
high
speaker's
flying
supposed to
stocks.
be at 9:10, I believe, so I don't think they've
Oh, so it's
gone
not
on
that.
yet.
Yeah. Hmm. All right. Something's taking place that our stocks are liking. This is Snap liking this, not as much as everybody else. Again, Snap still showing a lot of weakness here this morning. Right, our moderators are coming in with their list. We have Thor, we have Mike already on deck with their list. We'll wait for a few more. We'll read those out to you shortly. CNBC reported that Wall Street Journal has report out about the Fed hike after the next 75 points might come down. Okay. That type of news would definitely affect the market. Absolutely. So we're seeing that here. The SPY going into the green, back down. So yeah, it's gonna be a great Friday. All right, guys. Anything else that we missed today? I think we have a very good list for Friday. DXY. What is DXY? Is that like a Dow Jones? And it's not coming up on my list. SPY, Google popped off. Yeah, Google. Again, I don't really watch this one. I don't think it trades well. I think there's just better tickers to trade for intraday trading. I think there's better stuff out there. And then everything's popping up. Everything's popping up now. Not just Google. You have Snap. You have Twitter. You have not Snap. You have Twitter, Nvidia. These are all, gapping up. Not gapping up, but moving up with the market at the moment. So that's a dollar index. Okay, I didn't know that. DXY. Yep, it's a dollar index. Thank you. All right, excellent, guys. We're good. I'm all set. Levels are in. Peggy low flow is holding here. So for those low flow traders, this could be interesting if it can hold and get back above 560 and 570. Again, guys, very, very risky stock. Only trade if you have experience already been trading this, or you are, you not master, but at least you are strong on your discipline, right? And have experience. You got to be very careful with this stuff. Um, List looks good there. What is Baba? I like Baba from your list there. Let's see what Baba is up to. These Chinese tickers just getting beat up lately. These guys are down 1.1. Not a whole lot of volume right now, so not a whole lot of movement. Um, Neo not looking great neither this morning, but we'll keep a close eye on that. mRNA actually continues to rock here, up 3.7. Volume starting to pick up. This could be a decent one. I might yeah, I'm gonna move Twitter down. I just it's a great possible. Um, but you gotta be so careful on that thing today. I'm gonna put mRNA up here. I think mRNA could be a decent one today. It's not a great ticker, but it could be decent today with the pop we're getting here. And I think you're getting that pop more because the last couple of days. Just look at the sell off you've been getting, and you're slamming at some area of support. You have a no name upgrade this morning. So I don't think that's really going to move this as much as the technicals might. So, and if the SPY is doing showing some strength, I think you could see some action there as well for the most part. Looking at our gappers list, see if anything has popped up. I don't see anything new here. SLB, no, nope, nothing that looks good enough for us to add. All right, guys, let's get to our moderators list as we prepare for our Friday, and then we prepare to start our weekend. Let's go ahead and bring this over. Wait for a few more to come in. Right now, we have Thor and Mike on deck, and wait for Brian to show us his list and what he has going on for today. Guys, if you haven't done so already, great time to hit that thumbs up and show us some love. We appreciate it very, very much as we move forward here. All right, so let's see. I gotta turn this off. There. Okay, perfect. So far we have a Thor, Twitter, PFE, Verizon, Intel, XOM, and Snap, and then Mike is looking at Tesla and Nvidia, which have both been just on fire the last couple of days. Those two tickers. I mean, we look at Nvidia's daily. You know, it won't show it here, but if you look at their intraday action, it's just been incredible to trade. Just very, very clean. Um, and then Tesla, of course, heavy volume already, guys. 2.1 million shares traded. I mean, they're just rocking this morning, and they have been the last couple of days as well. So, with that one, with Tesla, just make sure you're giving enough room. Same thing with Netflix. Netflix trades a little bit funky at times. You got to give it enough room also. Trying to get into the green with a lot of tickers this morning that are being pushed up by the overall market right now, the SPY. Let's look at the SPY here. Take a look. SPY into the green heavy. Man, look at this. Look at this move here. So are we gonna pop up today and then
A
sell down?
wild move, man.
Is that the plan? Yeah, I know it is, man. This thing is just
Pre-market, that's a
rocking.
hell of a move without, I mean, not that there's not some catalyst for it, but
Hmm.
look at that. It's just like straight up a wall.
Yeah, yeah.
The SPY's doing parkour.
Yes. Seriously, man. It is we'll see at the market open on this Friday. Can't wait. Can't wait. MULN. Let's take a
Yeah, I
look
mean
at
it's the
that.
dollar. That's I gotta say it's most likely the dollar in all likelihood. Um, but wow, wowza.
Yeah. Miguel Diaz. No, this is a oh no here. This is a penny stock, man. I don't trade penny stocks. We don't really focus on this, and I don't know what to tell you. It's just something we wouldn't be watching at all. Even Snap feeling some of that love from the SPY there as well, popping up. Nvidia, yeah, everything's looking rather nice. So some stuff should be coming up in the green if we keep going this way here on our gappers list. Is it expiration Friday? I think it is, Dave. I remember Brian mentioning that last week. Is this the monthly, right? Is this the monthly expiration
It's
Friday?
the third Friday of the month.
Yeah. All right. So that can cause some action as well. Not this though. Not what you're seeing here, right? I don't think so. This is something else. All right, excellent. We'll wait for some more moderators to throw that list out, and then we will call it a day, guys. It's Friday, and I'll wait to see how volume is. Usually, volume dies down Friday very early, but the last couple of Fridays, man, with all the news and everything going on, and it's just been so active well into later parts of the day. Like you come in at 2 o'clock, and it looks like the market's just well, not 2 o'clock, more like 12, 11, 1, and it looks like a whole different market going in a different direction. We saw that yesterday, and we seem to see that a lot more often now. Just a crazy market activity. Um, Still early, guys. Any questions anybody might have that we can answer? Any tickers you want us to look at? that we haven't covered? Uh, the dollar, yeah, here the dollar, Dan, popping. Reason for the pop, yes. What will your strategy be with this market setup? It's the same. My strategy is still looking for that ORB, at the market open, between 3 to 5 minutes. Sometimes you got to anticipate it a little bit because if not, it'll leave without you. Um, but this market, the way this spy just moves right now, I don't know what to expect at the market open. I don't know if things are just going to run. Are they going to be choppy? It's just difficult. But as far as strategy, I know what my strategy is. I know what I'm looking for. I just don't know if I'm going to find it. So I don't have a different strategy to trade at the open based on how the market is doing, right? So I have the strategies I have, and then I'll look to see if they appear. If they appear, great. If they don't, then next time, right? That's really it. Now, for example, ORB might be hard today, depending how things are. But breakouts out of like levels, pre-market high, pre-market low, high of the day, low of the day, those could be good today because those force you to wait a little bit until things start trending. So if you wait 15, 30 minutes, I mean, guys, look at the market. I mean, look what has been happening. Just go look back, look at what takes place, right? Look at Tesla. If you waited just 15 minutes, right? Forget about this madness here. Look at the trend, right? Netflix, same thing. If you waited 15, 30 minutes, right, it starts trending. So wait a little bit. Wait for things to settle up. Wait for candles to start appearing. Look at Neos. Just wait 15 minutes. Look at the nice pop here, right? It doesn't continue, but you still get a nice pop. So just wait. If things just don't look clear at the market open, let it settle down and wait. Look at mRNA yesterday. Look at this thing here, whatever this was. Then it settles down and then it trends, right? Um, this part is usually the toughest part to trade, the best part to trade because it's the most volatility, the most volume, but it's the toughest part to trade at times, right? So waiting, if this is not looking good in this area, right? If your setup is not showing up, just survive this little thing here and see what trends, right? I know that requires a lot of patience to sit there and not touch anything, but sometimes that's what you have to do. All right, let's see here. Tesla, look at Tesla's dropping now. So now we're heading back down now. We are selling off. Oh man, this market is going to be insane at the open, guys. Mm-mm-mm.
Looks
This is
to
going to
me
be
like a good
wild.
chance of being chopped to hell.
Yeah, it's going to be wild. That's what I mean. It's going to be wild, choppy. I mean, look at this thing. Green,
Just, yeah,
red.
probably best to let it settle down this morning.
Gotta let it settle down, guys. 15 minutes, it's not that long. It might feel like it. It might feel like a lifetime waiting, but let's see. It's just crazy right now. Just insane. 9:15, guys. All right. All right. So that's all we have. Our moderators list only Thor and Mike this morning. So once again, Thor's there. He got Twitter, PFE, Verizon, Intel, XOM, and Snap. Mike is looking at Tesla and Nvidia. You saw my list here, guys. We're looking at Snap, Nvidia, Tesla, Netflix, and mRNA, and then a couple of possibles here that can be very well. I have Twitter here as well, but I think Twitter is going to be just wild the same way this market is right now. So guys, it is Friday. Trade safe today. Again, be patient and just wait for that setup, right? Be very, very disciplined. You want to go into your weekend knowing that you follow your rules and that you are not regretting, doing stupid things, right? So in your trading at least. So very, very careful, guys. Trade safe. Have an amazing weekend. Remember, we are very close to full on our meetup November 2nd in Fort
Yeah, we
Lauderdale.
just got
Yeah,
very true, Carlos. I just looked. We only have like 4 spots left. So,
nice.
and literally, a lot of times we can move to a bigger room or whatever if demand exceeds. We cannot. We already got a bigger room. We cannot get another room. There are
Okay.
legit 4 spots left. So, if you've been waiting, now's the time to do it. Otherwise, you're gonna get and not be able to go through with it. So.
Yeah. Looking forward to seeing you guys there. I mean, the whole moderating team, I think, is there besides Eamon and just maybe one or two. But we're all going to be there, guys. It's going to be a whole lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to this being successful so we can do it somewhere else in the future. So, take care, guys. Stay safe. Have an amazing weekend, and we'll see you guys on Monday.
Yep. Take care, guys. Have a great weekend. Trade safe.